Yo, what is going on, guys? NRUK Racing League here, and welcome back to the return of the NRUK Cup Series. We are back in action. New setup is all sorted, and today we're going ready for race number 5 of the season. Here at Richmond, the Mountain Dew 400 taking place. It's going to be a good race, short track, probably a lot of crashes. It's just which of the drivers is going to survive. Without further ado, let's get into the starting lineup and see where you're starting. On the pole then is the 55 of Joe Jefferson, to the outside the 47 of Mac Johnson, then we have the 23 of Dash Baran, the 22 of Marcus Sacchi, then we have the 9 of Zachary Fitzwater Sr., the 42 is Code Luigi, then we have the 38 of Carter Friesen, the 4 of Juan Garcia, the 11 is Mike McDonald, the 13 is Sebastian Kukulon, then we have the 99 of Keith Stevens, who is your points leader right now. To inside the 40 of Tyler Bradley, then with the 48 of Jay Jefferson, the 34 is Steve Larker. Up next, the 15 of Mathis Wells and the 93 of Colton Yo. Next up, we have the 27 of Phoebe Oata, the 41 of Roger Ray, the 24 is Nathan Stapleton, the 17 is Adam McDowell, then with the 30 of Derek Bouchard, the 2 is Alexander O, 18 TJ Smith, then with the 10 of Luigi Octavo. The 16 is Greg Lee, then with the 83 of Diego Yepes. The 5 is Joe Rutkowski. It's outside the 14 of Ethan Strite, then with the 36 of Tim Randolph. The 87 is Larry Bouchard. With the 88 of Max Anderson. The 3 of William Bulin. The 20 is Antonin Charbois. It's outside the 21 of Derek Hamill. Then we have the 51 of Luke Rainey. The 1 of Landon Lyons. The 7 is Logan Cloud. Then we have the 78 of Artemi Fedorov. The 95 is William Seaman, the 43 is Nicholas Wade, the 26 is Kaylee Baran, to the outside the 31 Mark Milans. So that's the field of 42, going to roll off for 40 laps around Richmond. Probably going to be filled with a lot of wrecks. It's survival of the fittest at these sort of races, and Joe Jefferson on the pole to his outside Matt Johnson. You notice that some of the cars looking a bit dodgy here, I don't know what that is. But just ignore that. Hopefully the race can make up for it, but it could be messy. Joe Jefferson and Matt Johnson with the field of 42. Green flag in the air. We're back racing in the NRUK. And into turn number 1, the field will go to the back bumper of the 55, Dash Bran. As they come off down the backstretch. They all keep it out of the wall for now. Yes, they will. And into turns number 3 and 4, Joe Jefferson in the 55 with a great drive off the turn. He's going to lead lap number 1 with Dash Brand and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. in 2nd and 3rd. Can they make a move going into turns 1 and 2? Can't this time. Jefferson gets the drive off the backstretch. Brand and Fitzwater just following him in behind for now. And they're going to try and get to the inside here. Brand, maybe if they can get a good run, dive it into turn 1. Maybe look to take the lead here, and here he goes, the 23 of Dash Bran. Behind him, Fitzwater. Jefferson way up the track. Fitzwater came steaming in there. Didn't get on the brakes as early as he'd like to, and the caution's out. Caution flies already on lap number 3. Who's involved? It's Luke Rainey, and William Seaman is on his roof. Jesus Christ, they're turning again. Bradley went around, and they're all wrecking. Derek Bouchard and others. Larry Bouchard maybe. And there's big damage to one of those cars there. That's Code Luigi with damage. Logan Cloud coming in. Nicholas Wade. Completely almost Arca braked it there. But the 95 of William Seaman flips onto his roof to bring out the first caution on lap number 3. And the first issue here coming on Luke Rainey. The 51 team cannot get a break this season. He is struggling. And as we can see here, coming down the front stretch into turns 1 and 2, it just breaks. Something breaks on the 51. He dives to the inside, and that was not what he wanted. Stops at a grinding halt on the track. But this is the main thing that happened here. The 3 cars at the back of the pack, Wade, Seaman and Cloud. They go 3 wide. That's not going to work. Seaman and Wade get took together, and bam, over he goes. The 43 sends the 95 over. A bit of a racing incident. All to blame there. 3 wide at Richmond rarely works, and he just goes sliding on his roof down the front stretch. Now this wasn't the only thing that happened, because off the turn they went 3 wide again. Sacchi, McDowell and Bradley. Around went Bradley. Hard hits there with Ray, Luigi, and Bouchard going through the grass there, and a few others piling in. I think Luigi got the worst of it. We're going to on board the 42 now. Who's, again, not had the best start to his season that he would like. Absolute. You see coming around the turn. There is the hit. Big damage to that car. Say Max Anderson with damage there as well. I think everyone else came away with minor damage, but still, there's going to be a few cars here who have a lot of damage, and it was Dash Baran who led the field back. Here's going to be our leader when we come back for the restart. Here we go then, coming back to restart on what will be lap number 9. Out from the race, Luke Rainey, Code Luigi and William Seaman, all out from that wreck. Others with damage. Could be lap cars. Potentially that could be troublesome. Top 5 is Dash Baran in first. Second, Marcus Ambrose. Third is not Marcus Ambrose. Oh my god. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Third, Joe Jefferson. Fourth, Matt Johnson. And fifth is Steve Larker. So embarrassing. Oh well. On to the restart. Baran in the 23 leads Fitzwater in the 9. Green flag back out in the air. And a great start from Dash Baran in the 23. Gets a good jump on Fitzwater in the 9. And he goes down the backstretch once again. Do they keep it out of trouble this time? I think they do, but the front stretch could be the calamity corner. That turn number 4 there. It seems to be where most of the wreck sourced from in the Mick George Series race. Can we see a trend here in the Cup Series? But running out of the lead. Fitzwater digging low, pushing the car hard, trying to get a win. This first win in NRUK. He struggled for success here in this league. Can he finally get that first win today? Currently hunting down the 23 of Dash Baran. The inside he looks. Can he get there? Cannot get there this time by. Oh, there they go. Around goes Carter Friesen. Roger Rowe with damage. Sachi collected as well. Second caution out of the day. Baran leads them back. And a massive wreck down the backstretch. Landon Lyons involved. Oh my. Who's on his roof? It's Luke Rainey who came back out on track. Seaman involved again. And they've completely impaled the pit wall. Stevens, Friesen, Randolph Milans, Fedorov involved. And this has taken out a lot. Cloud, Yepes, Randolph, Mathis Wells. Whole bunch of drivers. Joe Jefferson, Kukalon. And there's only a handful of drivers who made out of this one. Huge wreck. That started off with Carter Friesen spinning down the front, spinning down the backstretch. Disappointing. And that's taken out a hell of a lot of drivers. Here we see out this turn. 3 wide once again. Jefferson trying to make a move on Kaylee Baran. Or Dash Baran. Oh no, it's Colton Yo even. And here we see on the inside. Right into him. Contact with the 11. Hard damage for them. And then that spends the 38 around. They all go around. And here comes Jefferson. Looking to go in the pit lane. Does he hit the pit wall? No. Jefferson made it out alright. It's just some of the others, I think, did not make it. A whole host of wrecks here. I don't think this was the only one. Friesen though had nowhere to go. Spun around there. Contacts with Antonin Shalbar smashes the 38 in the rear. Not what Friesen was looking for at all. If we see here as well, Marcus Sachi with damage. Roger Ray with massive damage in the 41. There's nowhere to go and the track just gets blocked up. There it is, bam. And they hit it again. Greg Lee almost goes over, and that's going to cause a huge kerfuffle. Right there, who is it that hit the pit wall first? Rowe went around. He collects Ethan Strite. And Greg Lee again, and Kukalon, and Hamill as well. So everything happening here. And then this was disastrous. Logan Cloud, one of the many victims to hit the Richmond pit wall here. First thing we have to look what happened with Luke Rainey in the 51, who cannot catch a break at all. Problems early on. They managed to get it sorted out. That's not what I wanted. How is he still going? And he just went over on his roof. Wow, back in a second. Here we see coming on the backstretch, Rainey, who was a few laps down here, trying to get out of the way, and the track just gets blocked up. Rakowski gets sent up into him. Stevens hits him hard, and a big hit from Yepes and Fedorov sends the 51 on his roof. He cannot get single stroke of luck. Same with Seaman. And here, who is the victim of the Richmond Pitbull fiasco? See Rakowski sliding up there, and it was actually a bit of an instant there. Cloud, Mathis Wells, Mark Milans, and others. Randolph, Friesen, everyone involved, and it's not looking good. There's going to be a lot of cars out this race, so off the pace. We'll come back to rejoin you on the restart. Here we go, and come back to restart on lap 17. A lot of drivers out from this race now, including the 95. I don't know if Seaman's still going. He's not going. Somehow the 51 of Luke Rainey is still going, despite flipping multiple times. Logan Cloud's out, Mark Milans, Tim Randolph, Anthony Charbois, Carter Friesen, Mathis Wells, Fedorov, Lyons, Strite, Sachi, Yepes, Lee and Kukulon. All out of the race, off the pace, I think. And the top 5 looks like this. Brand in first. Second is Fitzwater. Third, Steve Larker. Fourth, Matt Johnson. And fifth is Colton Yeo. Who's going to come out the winner today? Come back to restart. Will there be another wreck? Probably, but a lot of drivers taken out from this race on the big one. And the green flag flies again. We're back racing. And not as good of a restart for Dash Brand. This time by Fitzwater. Drops down low and to the lead. But he goes up high, gets tight up the track. It's going to have Steve Larker to come through in the 34. Great run off the turn. Here come the Burger King boys. Baran and Yo. Looking, trying to find something on the inside lane. Fitzwater up the track again. He's going to lose a handful of spots. Larker leads that lap. And now he's going to try and do his best to stay out in front. Good drive off the turn from the 34. Larker in the lead. Followed by the 23 and the 93. They're having a great battle. In second is Yo and Baran, teammates, doing well. Yo, of course, already has a win. He's looking to become the first multiple-time winner this season. But Larker's got a good advantage over that car right now. Of course, though, there's always the risk of another caution coming out. That will bunch up the field once again. Larry Bouchard making great moves in that 87. He's up to third. 3 wide behind them. That's Fitzwater, Baran and Mac Johnson, I believe. Off the turn though, Larker's got a healthy advantage so far. And down the backstretch, their cars will race. Larker leads another lap here. 34 car looking strong. That car looking very, very nice indeed. The Taco Bell paint scheme on that number 34. And he is doing a good job so far. Larker into first place. Off the turn, he leads another lap. Behind him, the battle for second hots up between Colton Yeo and Larry Bouchard. They're doing well. Having a nice little battle here. Bouchard looking around the back bumper of the 93. Trying to maybe move him up the track. Trying to maybe a little bump and run here. 87, he successfully does that. Sends the 93 up the track. Here comes Larry Bouchard through. With a fantastic run in the 87. He's doing a great job so far. On to the inside. Did he get loose there? He got loose. Swerved way out of control. On the inside, he saved it, but it killed all his momentum. And that allows the 93 of Baran to go through of 93 Yo even to go easily through to second. Now he has pressure from Fitzwater and Jefferson, Octavo as well. But it's Larker who's got a nice lead, almost a second over the 93 right now. The 34 out in front. Second, Colton Yeo. Third, Larry Bouchard. Battle for fourth between Jefferson, Fitzwater and Octavo right now. Behind them, Nicholas Wade. Then we have Nathan Stapleton, Mike McDonald, who's had a poor season. There's Baran Johnson, who's gone back. Max Anderson working his way up into the top. Derek Bouchard is there. So a lot of drivers still in the shout of this. If a caution comes out though, which is likely, but Steve Larker does not want to see that right now because he's doing a fantastic job in the first place, dominating right now and continuing to lead out in front. He's doing a nice job, this 34 team. Doing very well indeed. Off the turn, he will drive. Still out in front. Battle for second once again here between the 87 and the 93. They've been having a ding-dong all day. Bouchard this time does clear Yo in the 93. Gets out in front to second. Larry Bouchard in the 87. But straight afterwards, the gap opens up again. Switching back and forth, 93 and 87. They're having a fantastic battle. But if they continue driving like this, does this bring the 48 and the 9 into the equation? Potentially could. But can they hunt down the 34, who now has almost a 2-second lead over the 87? He is gone. Desperately, they need a caution from somewhere, but with the amount of cars on track, it might not be standard right now. The first lap car, Luke Rainey and Alexander Rowe. Will Larker catch him? Potentially. Later on in the race, he might. Should we go caution free? It might happen, but it might take a while. We're not sure. Could be close on the lap car count, but the top 5 all single file. Wade and Stapleton having a nice battle for 6th right now. Then we have Bouchard, Octavo, Max Anderson in 10th. Then we have Baran, TJ Smith, Mac Johnson, Mike McDonald, Joe Rakowski's done well to work his way back up through the field. But right now, it's the 34 Steve Larker who's just running round laps. He has not put a foot wrong so far. That could all change though. You never know what can happen here at Richmond. So many things can happen. It could be very interesting to see what happens here. Out in front though, Steve Larker still going round. Now behind them, a battle. 4-4, Fitzwater and Jefferson. Jefferson looked, couldn't make the move. But these two, NR veterans, NR 2003 veterans, Jefferson and Fitzwater having a good run. So far. And now they're catching the lap cars. Here we go. This is what could decide the race. Who moves lap traffic better? Rowe and Rainey, very slow. He gets past the 2, but can he get past the 51 of Luke Rainey? Steve Larker needs to get low this time by. Remember, all the others have to get past this lap traffic as well. So it's all about who can handle these lap cars better. Larker gets past the 51 of Rainey with relative ease. Now do they hold up the 87 of Larry Bouchard? And they do. Bouchard forced up, out high. Yo now's going to get a run, but the lap cars here have cut down that lead a bit, not as much as they would like. And now it's Joe Jefferson, the next lap car in the 55. He's quite slow. Steve Larker just trying to get out the following laps. Remember, if the caution comes out now, however, race will be over and Steve Larker will be the winner if he makes it back first and if he survives without any issues. But that 87 has no cars in between the 34 and him. Can he hunt him down? Larry Bouchard. Jefferson does a fantastic job of being a lap car. Just gets out of the way. He does not want to be a factor of this race. But with with 4 to go, Steve Larker looking healthy, looking good to win this race. He's done a fantastic job. He has dominated ever since that last caution. The big one took up many. He managed to get low on the restart, take the lead, and he has led every single lap since. It's been a dominant display. The 34 Ford Front Row Motorsports has done a fantastic job. He's just got to wheel it around now for 2 more laps. 2 to go at Richmond. Does Larker hang on? Keith Stevens, the next lap car. If he can get past him, it'll probably be the race. He probably has it made from here. down the backstretch. What a run for this 34. Bouchard clears for second. And here we go. White flag is out. One more time for Steve Larker. Out in front. Just gets to get past the 99 of Keith Stevens, the Season 1 champion. Stevens not letting him past easy, but I don't think Bouchard's going to catch him in time. Dominant display. Led nearly every lap and a fantastic run for the 34 car. Steve Larker is going to win the Mountain Dew 400 at Richmond. What a job by the 34. Steve Larker with a fantastic job. He wins the Mountain Dew 400 at Richmond, and Larker is your winner. What a job from the team. They go in a victory lane in the Cup Series. What a run. Let's go check out the finishing results and standings. Here we can see the results from Richmond, the Mountain Dew 400. 2 caution flags for 10 laps and 2 lead changes between 3 different drivers. Steve Larker, on his way to victory, he had led 24 laps. He gets the bonus points for the most laps led. Great job by him. Second for Larry Bouchard. Third, Jay Jefferson. Fourth for Zachary Fitzwater Sr. And running out the top 5 was Nathan Stapleton. 6th for Colton Yeo. 7th for Derek Bouchard. We had an 8th for Dash Brand. He had a few laps. 9th, Nicholas Wayne. Running out the top 10 is Max Anderson. Go through the rest of the field. Matt Johnson in 12th. Good day for him. Rutkowski getting a top 15. Derek Hamill down here. And you see, only 26 cars remain running. It amazes me how Luke Graney managed to finish the race off those technical issues. And he flipped as well. So credit to the 51. They just wanted to finish the race, get as many points as they possibly can. They're going to need it. But a lot of notable retirees here. Sachi, Yepes, Fedorov, Mathis Wells, Carter Friesen, Mark Milan's Logan Cloud, who's high in the points coming into this. Ko Luigi having a shocker of a season. Here we see the point standings then, and Larry Bouchard is your points leader. He is out on top. Colton Yeo in second. Third is Steve Larker. Fourth, Keith Stevens. Fifth, Max Anderson. Sixth is Nathan Stapleton. Seventh, Jay Jefferson. 8th, Phoebe Oata. 9th is Logan Cloud. And 10th is Mac Johnson. Currently making it in on a wildcard spot, Tim Randolph and Mark Milans. Remember, if you're in the top 25 and you have a win, and you're not in the top 10 at least, you get those 2 last wildcard spots. And that's how the standings look for now. Down at the bottom here, you see some strugglers. Fitzwater finally gets up there. We see people like Friesen are struggling. Octavo, Fedorov, Rainey, Yepes and Lyons all struggling. That's how we look. So next time we'll be at Michigan for the Cup Series, but the next race you'll see is going to be at Kentucky in the Mick George Series. Hope to catch you then tomorrow. I also say thank you for watching. It's great to be back. Finally found some time to record the race. And what my plan is to record 7 races this weekend, so I'm filled for the week. I can just release them when I want and I don't have to record. I'm going to batch record them, release them over the week. It's just going to work better for me. Thank you for watching. Until next time, we'll see you for the next race. Thank you for watching and bye bye.